existence. This is Archangel. The scientists here at Liberation Y have been working hard to find an antidote to marriage, and we have finally found it. First, allow me to lay a little framework. Marriage is a sterling example, the shining city on a hill, of male utility, devaluation, and disposability. Marriage does not benefit males at all. Marriage only compels males to take on liability and risk, whereas females get to belly up to the trough of entitlement. Every flimsy excuse given for this legal male enslavement, I find myself rebutting every day to the brainwashed pawns that I interact with. Just last week, a guy I know got himself in prison, married, despite my months of lectures and sermons preceding his execution date. I eventually told him that when things fell apart and he is completely screwed, then he'll be ready for my red pills. I joked with him, "Where's my wedding invitation?" "I didn't send one because I knew you wouldn't come." Damn right I would not go. Why would I want to sit on my tongue all day and pretend everything is warm and fuzzy while everybody is merrily celebrating this man's enslavement? All the pomp, all the hoopla, all the ceremony, all the formal wear, all the limos and presents. All this is simply a celebration of male enslavement. It is another occasion to festivize male utility, males as shovels. I can't tell you how many males I have asked, immediately following their legal binding incorporation to a female, "So, is marriage everything you thought it would be now that you and your soulmate are bonded? Is it the pinnacle of human existence, as we are all made to believe?" Not a single one has ever said, "Oh, yes, absolutely." Nearly every last person I've ever asked this question to over the years has given me the same half-hearted shrug and said, "Nah, it's pretty much the same, nothing new." We are made to believe that marriage is the holy grail of existence and leads to that treasure trove we call family. Yet when people actually get married, they find it to be anticlimactic, because that's exactly what it is, a joke. Oh, it's great to have a party and get gifts, then go on vacation. But when all is said and done, anticlimactic is the best way I can describe the attitudes of males post-nuptial bliss, post-I do. So why the frick did you do it? I will then query males. There is no divine enlightenment or special nirvanic release. There is actually a decrease in sex, and half your crap is now hers, including future earnings. Hair color grows out. Pounds are packed on. In nearly every case, males indicate or concede that it was better pre-marriage. So why the heck would any male do this? Because they are still anesthetized by a gynocentric culture, telling them that if they pledge their service to a female, that he will have a continual source of affection. That's what males want, someone to truly love them and show them affection. Marriage is such a misandristic farce. You don't need marriage to declare your soft, fluffy feelings for someone. You don't need marriage to have a family, or mentally, emotionally, or physically healthy children. Males do not need marriage for anything. However, the state needs males to want marriage in order to legally extort provision from them. The state and females need you to want marriage so they may usurp utility from you via legally binding incorporation, where males are forced to provide financial security for a female. Females want your material assets and financial security. The state wants you to provide for her so she won't need government dollars. That way, the crooked alphas that run the government can squander the tax dollars male sheeple pay into it. The government and females are there to usurp utility from males, plain and simple. And marriage is a legally binding contract to do just that. There is no benefit to males. So they give a few bogus incentives. Oh, you'll get a couple tax breaks, which is simply window dressing to continue herding the ignorant shovels to their slaughter. Marriage is quite simply the invocation of government authority into the personal financial affairs of males. It's not about God or special soulmates' true love. It's about the financial support of the blushing bride. Boil down all the arguments about love, fidelity, family, or tax breaks in marriage is about female support through male provision, male utility, especially when the incorporation dissolves and the male is now ordered to hand over material assets and even continue to pay her well into the future. Whereas once upon a time, that same male accepted promises of forever and loyalty in hard times and good from the same female when she was all dressed up like a princess and the center of attention. That one day in June when everyone gave them presents and the next day they were jumping on a plane for a vacation. I told this guy, you better enjoy your reception and honeymoon. You don't realize the pain and suffering this is going to cost you. This one day, this one little party comes at the expense of your value and freedom. So again, why do it? Well, the overwhelming majority I have talked to will cite either God and family or Disney romance as the reason for marriage. Okay, let's break down marriage to what it really is. Well, I've already done that, but let's look at it a different way. What are either sex's expectations of marriage? Everybody realizes deep down that marriage, male-female coupling, is an unspoken arrangement of affection for provision. Females feign affection and males deliver utility or security, whether financial or physical, as in bodyguard duty, protecting the delicate little flower petals from danger or harm. That is marriage, flat out right, wrong, or indifferent. That is the nonverbal marriage arrangement. Males falsely assume that they are entering into a glorious union of delicious affection. Wrong. Females know on some level that this is a false assumption that they encourage males to believe in order to get them to sign legal documents of incorporation with females by the thousands around the globe daily. Females don't marry a guy because they seek his affection or attention. They already have that, and the attention of other males as well. Rather, they seek license of entitlement to his stuff, especially his future stuff. Again, males do not need marriage. Females and the state need marriage in order to extort money from males, point blank. However, Liberation Y and MGTOW is all about equality, fairness, and equity. Strip female elevating entitlements and chivalry and let females fend for themselves and forge an existence in life just as males must do. Psst, yeah, you bet. That's really going to happen. Okay, fine. Since marriage is not going away, and since our indoctrination of males to desire marriage will not cease, then let's even it up across the board. And now, the state-of-the-art antidote that I opened this video with. Divorce impartiality. Let us invoke equity of divorce. So, since males marry for affection and females for security, let's address both motivational desires during divorce proceedings. Since females sign up for security, specifically financial enrichment, which most continue to receive upon incorporation dissolution, then males should continue to get more of what they signed up for, physical affection, upon marriage failure. Can you comprehend the magnitude of this antidote? Oh, this would be a beautiful thing and would probably cure most females of wedding bell syndrome. Consider this. In divorce equity, females would continue to receive money, which is what she married for, and he would continue to get affection and or services, which is what he married for. So, in courtrooms, you would have judges looking over cases and declaring, Mr. Smith, you are hereby ordered to pay Mrs. Smith the sum of $500 per month for the term of 10 years, as she has grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Mrs. Smith, you are hereby ordered to give Mr. Smith sex 3 times per month for the term of 10 years, for the same reason, lifestyle, acclimation. Mr. Jones, you are admonished to divide material assets, including retirement benefits, and give half to Mrs. Jones, amounting to $500,000. Mrs. Jones, you are admonished to give Mr. Jones fellatio until equity has been reached. Okay, let's see. If we say the going street rate for a milk mustache is $50, thus you owe Mr. Jones 10,000 blowjobs, which will match value of services with assets ordered to you. Mr. Doe, you are ordered to pay Mrs. Doe $700 per month for a child that is not biologically yours, until that child reaches 18 years of age. Mrs. Doe, you are hereby ordered to give Mr. Doe 3 hand jobs and 1 missionary session per month until the child's 18th birthday. this order is independent of the preceding order of 3 anal sessions per month to offset the division of property and alimony she is receiving as well. Think about how females in divorce would be irrevocably altered if females knew that they might be forced to continue services if they expect to receive financial enrichment. Think about how amazingly fair that would be. Females want provision and divorce gives them more of it, minus the Y chromosome loser sharing her bed. Thus, males want affection and divorce should give them more of that, minus the princess attitude and the lip. Well, unless they're ordered to continue giving you lip. Moreover, what if some cases were opposite of today and they favored the males, where females received no financial enrichment, yet they were ordered to continue giving entitlements to him? Mrs. Stifler, I see you have only been married a few years. He has been unemployed for most of this time and there is negligible assets available for division. You have no children, however there is outstanding debt on a 2022 Escalade he financed last month. Furthermore, he has grown accustomed to sex 4 times a week. So you are hereby ordered to pay half the vehicle note on the Escalade and bang Mr. Stifler twice per week for the duration of a year. How awesome would divorce equity be? And of course we'd have lawyers hashing it out with hasty deals. Okay, my client agrees to turn over half the equity in communal property if she will suck him off every Friday and ride him with a strap-on every Saturday night for 3 years. Well, my client has authorized me to make a counteroffer. 1 hand job, 1 blow job, and 1 reverse cowgirl per month for 18 months. Lawyers would be advising clients of prospects and potential outcomes when divorcers came into their offices. Mrs. Sanchez, we have good cause to go after alimony, child support, and half the assets, including retirement. But you will be ordered to return equity in the form of sexual services. How would you like to proceed? Meanwhile, across town, Mr. Sanchez, you will probably be ordered to deliver up alimony, child support, and future holdings of up to 50%. But I think we have a strong case to get you a fair combination of Hummers, handjobs, and doggy-style sessions per week to match the asset value you will be ordered to turn over to her. At the least, we will get the judge to order Mrs. Sanchez to submit to 1 dirty Sanchez per week. Or perhaps maybe it's not so much sex that a male got married for, but rather the general affection and house-tending duties which he also desires in a divorce settlement. Mr. Pratt, you are ordered to pay Mrs. Pratt $500 per month for 7 years. Mrs. Pratt, you are ordered to continue vacuuming Mr. Pratt's domicile once a week and making his lunches 3 times per week and his dinners twice a week for the same 7-year duration. Mr. Joe Bob, you are ordered to pay Mrs. Joe Bob half the communal assets amounting to $93,000. Mrs. Joe Bob, you are ordered to clean Mr. Joe Bob's domicile once a week, including washing dishes, doing laundry, washing windows, vacuuming, dusting, and washing Mr. Joe Bob's dog for the duration of 5 years. Yeah, just imagine. Now, what if we took all things into account? Then, lawyers would be hashing out deals in pre-court proceedings. My client will agree to half the material assets and $1,000 per month in alimony in exchange for 2 blowjobs, 1 saddle straddle, and 1 anal escape once per week, as well as her continuing to make his lunches and dinners 4 times a week, and a weekly bathroom clean until value of services has matched assets ordered to her. Then the missus and her lawyer would whisper and chat back and forth, and her lawyer would return with, okay, my client agrees to the terms specified except for the cleaning, cooking, and anal. No, I'm sorry, the anal is non-negotiable with my client, as is the bathroom cleaning. However, he will agree to exchange 1 blowjob for 1 golden shower extravaganza, and 1 lunch preparation for an additional dinner preparation, so long as the remaining lunch preparations are quality, not baloney. Really, try and wrap your head around this. Equity for males. So if a female wanted $500,000 in asset enrichment upon incorporation dissolution, aka divorce, she would be looking at delivering $500,000 worth of services in return. including but not limited to cooking, cleaning, vacuuming, laundry, patching holes in clothes, mopping, grocery shopping, and all manner of sexual services, hand jobs, blow jobs, intercourse, Supermans, angry pirates, angry rodeos, Alabama hot pockets, rusty trombones, Cleveland steamers, lawnmowers, blumpkins, and even dogs in a bathtub. And if a certain ex-wife was behind on her sandwich making and vacuuming, or if she was in the rears on taking it twice weekly in the rear, then she would face time in the county motel just like males who are in the rears on child support or alimony might face. Or if a female is ordered to give you sexual services, she might be ordered to keep herself in shape and disease-free while fulfilling the service order. Okay, Mrs. Harris, you are ordered to give Mr. Harris 5 intercourse sessions per month, and you are ordered to keep your hair at 12 inches or longer, remain STD-free, and maintain a body fat percentage of 10% or lower, so that he may enjoy these services and not be repulsed because you decided to blow up in order to make him nauseated in hopes that he may not want these services from you. If you do not adhere to these orders, then you forfeit the assets you receive and will be forced to give back the asset balance of the unpaid services. Moreover, a court-appointed representative may be ordered to observe services doled out in attempts to determine if she is actually adhering to the order and delivering the weekly cleaning sessions and is actually cleaning, if she is actually cooking and not poisoning the ex-husband's food, and if she is delivering the weekly anal cunnilingus sessions with reach around to the ex with vigor and enthusiasm. Moreover, she may be ordered to take regular STD tests and report in for random body fat tests to ensure her compliance to the service order. And a prenuptial agreement may or may not be enforceable, depending on the mood of a particular judge on a particular day. So she may have a prenup against any service order upon marriage failure, and the judge that particular day might say, "Nope, sorry, inadmissible. Mrs. Franklin, you are ordered to lifetime services of kitchen cleaning and sex twice a week with Mr. Franklin." So if females did not want to dole out the services, then males will not have to dole out his assets. Either both parties continue to get enrichments, the enrichments they married for, or neither gets anything, and it is a complete wash, a mutual walkaway. And just as males have to continue alimony even upon remarrying, females would still have to dole out services even if they remarried. "Okay, I'll see you later tonight, honey. I gotta go shampoo the ex's rug and blow him for the week." This would make females unattractive for remarrying by another male, because most males would not touch a divorced woman paying out a service order. Just imagine how divorce equity would totally turn the tables on marriage. Females would not want to risk it. Hence, females would be the ones complaining about males getting pushy about marriage. Females would tell their boyfriends, "We ain't getting married, so don't even ask." Males would be hosting seminars in hotel staterooms to inform other males on how to get the hottest female they could and then take her to the cleaners in divorce, much as we have females giving these same seminars today to other females. Males might very well be the ones issuing ultimatums of "marry me or get lost." This is only fair, since everybody knows what marriage is: males paying for female affection. We acknowledge this paradigm with such euphemisms as, "Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?" Such statements tell girls, your affection is a commodity. You should demand and require compensation for it. Do not give it away for free. It also instructs boys that, hey, you have to pay for affection from females. They do not inherently care about you. You have to buy their affections. Child support would be monitored to see that all monies went to the child, and no-fault divorce would continue. So the husband may cheat, and the wife could be ordered to 8 years' worth of weekly Kentucky Klondike bar sessions with her philandering ex. So there it is, folks. The cure to marriage. The only way to right egregious wrongs against males, short of outlawing marriage, is to equalize divorce entitlements. Divorce equity would be the cure to marriage. My friends, stand with me. Live free.